students to the second part of our explanation video on chapter number 12, areas related to circle. As in the previous video, we saw some important formula which will be used to solve various problems in this chapter and how it is important in our daily life too. We also discussed about some of the important problems of the first exercise. But in today's explanation video, we'll go through some of the more important questions of the second exercise 12.2. So let us start with the first question, students. Let us start with the question number 3 of the exercise 12.2, students. Let us see what this question is saying us. We need to find the length of the minute hand. Okay, not the length of the minute hand. The length of the minute hand of clock is given here, 14 centimeter. We need to find the area swept by that minute hand in 5 minutes. So there is a clock, and what is the area swept by the minute hand in 5 minutes? That we need to find. And the length of the minute hand is given 14 centimeter. So if this is a clock here, if this is 12 o'clock, this is 3, this is 6, and this is 9. Obviously, if this minute hand covers 5 minutes, it will be coming from 12 to suppose 1. So what will be the hour? Hour hand will be something like this, and the minute hand will be like this. Okay. So we need to find the area covered in this portion. Okay. So we need to find the area covered by this minute hand from here to here. Okay, not this one. We need to find the area covered by the minute hand from 12 to 1. That is, by covering the 5 minutes, how much area will it cover? So definitely the length of the minute hand will be acting as a radius here. So radius will be equals to 14 centimeter. And we need to find the central angle here, as we discussed in the last video, that to find the area covered by the to find the area swept inside a sector, we need to know the central angle of that sector. So how will we know the central angle? That is the area, that is the angle moved by this minute hand from 12 to 1, which is equals to 5 minutes. This will be, that means the central angle will be, or you can say directly as theta only. Theta will be for 1 minute it is covering 360 degree by 60. What is the angle swept in 1 minute? The total angle is 360 degree. Okay, and the complete revolution of the minute hand will make it 60 degree. So each minute will be equal to 360 by 60 into 5 minutes. That means we are asked to find only for 5 minutes. So 360 by 60 into 5 will give you 30 minutes. Sorry, 30 degree. So 30 degree is the angle swept by the minute hand in 5 minutes. So what is the area? Area swept by the minute hand in 5 minutes will be equals to theta by 360 into pi r square. That means 30 by 360 into 22 by 7 into 14 into 14, as the radius is 14 here. So it will be equals to 22 into 7, 154. 154 by 3 centimeter square. So this is our answer. So the area swept by the minute hand in 5 minutes is 154 by 3 centimeter square. So first we need to find the central angle, that is theta here, which is 30 degree, and then we can finally get the answer here. Now let us move to our next question. Let us move on to our next question number 5 here. Let us see what the question is asking us to find. We need to find the 3 things here. Length of the arc, area of the sector formed by the arc, and then area of the segment formed by the corresponding chord. Okay, and we are known with the radius 21 centimeter of the circle, and the central angle of the arc, or you can say the sector, is 60 degree. So what will be the diagram here? Let us draw the diagram. This is the center of the circle, and this angle is 60 degree. In first question, we need to find the area of this arc. Okay, from here to here. This arc, we need to find the length of this arc. Sorry, we have to find the length of this arc. So, how we will be finding this length? As the radius is 21 centimeter, length of the arc will be, as we know the formula we have discussed already before, that is theta by 360 into total circumference of the circle. So it will be 60 by 360, as the central angle is 60 degree, theta is the central angle here, into 2 pi r. That means 2 into 22 by 7 into radius is 21 here. So it will be equals to 22 centimeter. So this is the length of the arc from here to here. That means the length of the arc subtended by the angle 60 degree is only 22 centimeter. This is our answer for first number question. Let us move on to our second part of this question, where we need to find the area of the sector. What will be the area of the sector? Area of the sector, simple formula we can use it as theta by 360 into total area of the circle, that is pi r square. That means 60 in pi, 360 into 22 by 7 into 21 into 21. Okay, so it will be equals to 6, then 7 3s are 21, then 3 here 11. So it will be equals to 11 into 21. That means 231 centimeter square. So area of the sector of this sector actually, which whose central angle is 60 degree, is 231 centimeter square. Let us move on to the third part and the last part of this question. Remember students that the area is 231 centimeter square. It will be required later on. So area of the sector is 231 centimeter square. We need to find the area of the segment formed by the corresponding chord. That means we need to find this area, this shaded portion. This shaded portion area we need to find. How can we find this area? We can evaluate this area by finding the area of this triangular part. Okay, so that we can subtract that triangular part with this area of the sector to get the area of the segment. So area of the segment is area of sector minus area of corresponding triangle. Now what is the area of the sector? It is 231 centimeter square. Okay, one more thing here students, for finding the area of the triangle, there are many formulas for finding the area of the triangle. But what formula we will be applying here is very important. Since here we can say that, let us give it a name as OAB. In triangle OAB, we see that angle O is equals to 60 degree and OA equals to OB, both are radius. You can see here that OA and OB are equal because both are radius. So angle OAB is equals to angle OBA, as the angle opposite to the equal sides are equal, and OA opposite angle is OBA, OB opposite angle is OAB, and OA equals to OB. So we can say that these base angles are equal, and this each angle will be equals to 180 minus 60 by 2, that is equals to 60 degree. Okay, because this angle is 60 degree, that means sum of this angle and this angle, this both angle summation will be 120 degree, and as these both angles are equal, so each will be 60 degree. So we got here that this is 60 and this is 60. So all the angles in this triangle is 60 degree. Therefore, we can say that triangle OAB is equilateral triangle. So we can come to the conclusion that triangle OAB is equilateral triangle as all the angles are 60 degree. And for finding the area of the equilateral triangle, the formula is root 3 by 4 into side square. I think it's very clear to you how we have to prove first that this triangle OAB is equilateral, and that we have done here. Okay, so this is this triangle OAB is equilateral as all the angles are 60 degree. Its area will be root 3 by 4 into side square. That means 231 minus root 3 by 4 and sides are 21 centimeters. Since this is 21, this is 21, this AB will also be 21. So 21 into 21. So it will be equals to 231 minus 21 into 21, it is 441 root 3 by 4. This will be my final answer. So the area of the segment, that is this shaded region, area of the segment, that means this shaded region is 231 minus 441 root 3 by 4 centimeter square. So in this way we can find the area of the segment. As I said in the previous video itself, students, that for finding the area of the corresponding triangle, it can be, any formula can be used according to the information given in the question, and according to the type of triangle it is, we can apply any of the formula like half into base into height or any other formula, or the formula using this or using trigonometry to find the area of that corresponding triangle, and hence we can come to the final answer. Here it was the triangle equilateral, so we have used the formula of the equilateral triangle here. Let us move on to our next question. Okay students, let us move on to our next question. Question number 8 here. Here we need to find part of the field in which the horse can graze. Actually there is a horse which is grazing in a square field of side 15 meter, and the length of the rope with which the horse is tied at one corner of the field is 5 meter. That means the total length of the square field is 15 meter, and the length of the, suppose the horse is tied in this arc, okay, and the length of the rope with which it is tied is 5 meters. So we can see that this is also 5 meter and this is also 5 meter. And if, what is the area, maximum area the horse can graze? That means horse can graze the area of this one. Okay, why? Because horse can move at this arc according to the length of the rope with which the horse is tied. The horse can only move maximum in this arc itself. So if the horse can move in this arc, so this is the area with where horse can graze. So considering that one, the radius we will be taking here will be 5 meter, because this is a quadrant, no doubt with that, as this angle is 90 degree and this is a quadrant, and this will act as the, this region will act as a radius. So 5 meter will be here the radius. So what will be the solution for question number 1? The area of the field that will the horse can graze. It will be area of the field horse can graze. Basic formula of the sector is, area of the sector is theta by 360 pi r square. And here theta will be 90 degree. Why 90 degree? Because here the central angle is one of the angle of the square, that is 90 degree by 360, and pi we are asked to take 3.14. So we cannot take 22 by 7. It will be 3.14 into square of the radius. And as I said, the radius will be 5 here. So we will do here 5 into 5. So this will give you the answer here. So 3.14 into 25 by 4. Okay, that means (78.50) 78.50 by 4, which will be equals to 19.625. That means 19.625 meter square will be area of the field where the horse can graze. Now this is the area of the field where horse can graze. This is our answer. Let us move on to our next point. Now the question is, we need to find the area, the grazing area only, but here the length of the rope is increased by 10 meter. So if I increase the length of the rope by 10 meter, so horse can graze little bit more area. So this will be the area more the horse can graze. Okay, now what will be the new area for which the horse can graze? It will be area horse can graze for 10-meter rope, which will be equals to theta. Okay, directly if I can write 90 by 360 into 3.14 into r will be now here 10. That means 10 into 10. It will be equals to 314 by 4. That is equals to 7, 8.5. So now the new area which the horse can graze is 78.5 meters square. But we need to find what is the increase in the grazing area. Earlier the grazing area was 19.65. Now the new grazing area has increased to 78.5 square meter. So what is the increase in the area? Increase in area equals to 78.5 minus 19.625 square meter, which will be equals to 58.875 meter square is the new increase in the area of the square feet where the horse can graze. So this is our final answer. So students, today we covered 3 questions from the exercise 12.2, which I think was important for you to understand, so that it will help you to the other questions from the same exercise, that you can solve it very easily with the concept of this. So the homework for today will appear in the next slide itself. Students, go through the homework and try to solve it as much as you can by taking the help of the discussions we went through today. So students, with the hope that you have understood all the sums we discussed today, I end up my video here. Thank you.